Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Give link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. What's happening? What's happening? And welcome. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining the player. I am Willie Williams. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday news show. We back. We're trying to get together, y'all. It's been so long. It feels like it's been so long since the player been around here, which I was just around here the day before and the day before and stuff like that right here and the day before that right there. We almost done made a whole week. It's almost getting difficult to do the midday news show because I be having so much going on. But I had to set aside time to be able to do the midday news. What it do, say the 209. Cali's in the building. What's happening? The ATL is up in this thing. Come on in. Yeah. Got a good little yawn in. Maybe we can get this thing started. Say the Bronx, New York is in the business. Say we'll pop past the lake of these elements of fire. Salute Willie. Dallas is up in the building. Say the 405. OKC, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma's up in the house. Nebraska is up in the building. Chi-Town is up in this thing. What's happening? Come on in, y'all. We need the thumbs ups, all that fly stuff. As soon as you come on in, just go ahead on and hit the thumbs up and hit the share button, y'all. Hit the share. That way it helps. They say when you hit the share button, it helps share the show. I guess that's why they got that word share down there. I need your support. We got to get more people around here. We really do. We're trying to get our numbers back, y'all. You say, I need candles for STD Friday. That's what's up. Just go around there to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com is the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. You know, you have to speak it. You have to speak it into existence. The biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. Everything is Willie poured. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. That's what's up. We got multiple fragrances, and I have been working on new designs and new looks and stuff like that right there when it comes down to the labels. So I've been doing a little bit of that, and I have implemented some of that. So y'all go around there, check on that, pleasantcandles.com. It's also hurricane season. That means the power go on and off sometimes. And if you is at night, if it's night time and your power go off and you ain't got no candles, you gonna be mad. Your kid gonna be mad. The person who you had slide on up over there gonna be mad because now you can't see each other. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you. So help me to help you out here in the doggone street. Say the 510 Oakland, California is checking on in for duty. What it do? Boy, I got another yawn. Said the 209. I already said that right there. Coming on down one more time. 305 is up in the building. What's happening? Tallahassee is up in this thing. You say no Twitter, Twitch, or Rumble today. Nope. Nope. Why? I can explain. I'm running behind. I'm running behind again. I be trying to do too many things at one time, y'all. I really do, man. And but it's difficult for me to not do more than one thing at a time, which I actually need to do one thing at a time. You get more. Can I really say that you get more done if you do one thing at a time? I'm trying to think it through as I say it. Do you get more things done by doing one thing at a time? Because throughout my life, for the majority of my time, I have done more than one thing at one time to get things done. I'm confusing my doggone self. Again, man, y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up. Now listen. When I got off the show last night, I went into the background to see if I can go ahead on and have it to where you good people could see the likes. Did everything I could, the things that the check marks that I had done checked and all that fly stuff right there. I checked it all. I did everything that I could, and it's still not showing the likes. It's still not doing. I have been trying to. Hell, I can try it again right now, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead on and try to do it in the background again. Hold on, while I sit here and try to explain it to you, good people. It's just not working. So I'm in settings again. I'm in the back looking for anything that I can check. I'm in advanced settings. Only let link accounts. Nope. Don't show potential. Nope. Disable. Nope. Allow viewers to. Nope. Excuse me. So there's nothing to click right there. All right. Go down to upload difficulty or where upload defaults. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Permissions. Nope. So I've clicked. The only thing that I could click was to show your dog on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe I could try this. Hold on. Maybe I could try this thing real quick. Hold up, but I have to try it over here. Can I be able to do it over here? I don't think I can do it over here. Damn it, I can't do it over here while the show is going on. Got to be more careful. My bad. I'm gonna try it again when I get off, but I don't know what else to try. Hold on. Let me ask my AI la then. How do you make the likes show on your live stream on YouTube? Oh. It's not going to give me an answer. I got to find a video or something like that right there. But I can't find it right now because we got some news to go ahead on and get into. Doc, we got 74 likes, y'all. We got 74 likes, which we should. But now it's close. It's close because we got 89 people in the building. So we really close. So as y'all come on in, I'm going to keep repeating myself. Come on in. Hit the like button. We back to trying to get this thing over 100. I do understand that we fresh. We fresh this week with the midday news. But listen. By next week, Monday, we will not be getting into the news until we get 100 thumbs ups. We gonna be back to doing what we used to do. For real though. Anyway, man, let's go ahead on and get into a little something out here. I saw a few things. When the last time y'all saw a balloon release? They used to be exciting. Here, let's see if they still exciting. Well, it may not be exciting with this right here, but we got another balloon release out here in these streets. Hold up. Bam. Shout out to Chicago. What it do? You said we're talking about a good, we're talking about a good father today. Do I have a good daddy story? Well, the main story, I don't know, but listen, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the track star, get get disqualified. We're going to get into that right there. And we're going to see if play old good dad out here in these streets, because I'm going to leave it like that. In the community, in the Cincinnati community, the whole community is mourning after a 17-year-old has been shot and killed. Shot and killed. Out here in these doggone street, they having the balloon release.
Hugs, tears, and one resounding question.
Why? When everybody else asks why.
That's what family and friends of 17-year-old Jayshawn Cornelius are left with after his tragic murder. Police say Cornelius died after he was shot inside this home on Percy Avenue in Westwood Tuesday. Today, loved ones gathered
We're gonna find God in this situation
for a balloon release. Dozens stood outside just feet away from where the Hughes STEM High School student took his last breath.
Those that know him said that he would give you a shirt off his back. He was always looking out for the younger kids, from assisting them walking to the store, always looking out for them, playing. Very resourceful, had a very promising future.
He was lovable, caring, like he cared for his big brothers. He was a wonderful help to his family. Like he never was a part of the streets or none of that. He was soon to enter 11th grade. When he graduated, that car right there, that was his car. He was going to work on that car, and that was going to be his car.
They're honoring his life and cherishing his memory.
He was a standout person, so it was surprising when I heard the news. I don't really know how to feel about it for real.
I mean, Picture said 1,000 words. A 17-year-old is gone for no reason. For no reason. He wasn't in the streets. He was a good, healthy, vibrant kid.
CPD has not released any specific suspect information. Officers say they believe one person shot into the home and left in a vehicle, but police are still trying to determine if that person was alone.
He was a servant, and there's no words to defend a coward's action, prayerfully. The police could do their job and find the person that was behind this senseless act.
In Cincinnati, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9.
Sad story. We have a young player who was inside the house. He was not about the streets. He wasn't even outside. He ended up getting shot by being inside the home. Being inside your home and getting shot. Now that's that's really, really sad, because you weren't out here acting ass like a lot of us be outside acting a donkey. Somebody know who shot somebody. Somebody know who did the shooting. If it was one person who did the shooting, but it was two people in the car, somebody else know who did the shooting. Somebody who know the shooter need to go ahead on and turn buddy in, but I do understand that that's your peoples, and you don't want your people to go on down there. Now, maybe it was a hit on the house, and maybe they had the wrong house. They had the wrong address. They had the wrong numbers or something like that. You never know. Oh, that's a good one right there. Maybe we need to go ahead on and see if there is a GoFundMe, because this is something that they have been doing lately. They're not telling us whether we got GoFundMes out here, and I'm glad that y'all is telling me. Let's see if there's a GoFundMe. And this is what I'm going to have to start doing, like on every doggone store. I'm going to have to see if there is a GoFundMe on every single store. Because for some reason, I don't know if the parents don't want the GoFundMe to be advertised, which would be strange, because you're trying to get the paper. You know what I'm saying? Or is the news people just forgetting to advertise that there is a GoFundMe? So let's see if I can find little buddy name. All right, Jayshawn Cornelius. Is that two first names? Jayshawn Cornelius. I don't know. GoFundMe. Let's see what we got. Put it in the search. Put his name in the search bar. Boy, y'all good. Boy, when I tell y'all, I be needing y'all assistance out here in these doggone streets. Let me grab that, do that, slide that. Man, if y'all like to help out the doggone family, put that there up on the screen. For shout out to Jayshawn's life was taken too soon. Taken too soon. They asked for $10K. And they got $17.80 right now. If you would like to support the family, just go around there to GoFundMe, man. Please help us lay our son Jayshawn to rest. Now, I'm thinking the people who was doing the interview was the mother and the father. I don't know if that was the father, but I do know that that was the mother. But I'm going to believe that that was the father. So he had a mama and a dad, and he wasn't out there BSing. He was real good in school, too. Early Tuesday morning, our world was shattered. Our 17-year-old son, Jayshawn Cornelius, was senselessly taken from us in a shooting that occurred while he was inside of our home in Westwood. Someone fired it was 14 shots from outside. Oh, this was probably a mistaken identity, or hell, they were probably shooting at somebody else who they thought was in the house. And our baby was struck multiple times. He did not survive. Jayshawn was an innocent victim, and our family is completely devastated and blindsided by his murder. We were not prepared. Key words. We were not prepared. I would say that that's the majority of people. That's the majority of darker hue people also. I want y'all to get that right there. Emotionally or financially. For the sudden costs associated with laying our son to rest. Jayshawn was a student at Hughes STEM High School. He was at a STEM high school. That boy, that was smart. He was a bright, motivated young man who loved school, loved cars, and dreamed of becoming a mechanic after graduation. He helped care for his 3 younger brothers and had an incredible impact on their lives. He helped care for the 3 other. So I'm not sure if that was his daddy then. Because if you got a mom and daddy, you typically is not caring for your youngins, for your young siblings. Like not caring for them. You know what I'm saying? He was full of life and had so much potential. He was deeply loved by everyone who knew him. He was, he wasn't just our son. He was a big brother, a friend, and someone who could light up a room with his smile. Jayshawn was cherished by both his father and me. So that was his daddy. Damn, why was he caring for? It's just the words that throw me off, y'all. And by all of our extended family, he was raised with love from every direction, and that love still surrounds him now. We are heartbroken beyond words. We are asking for help to cover Jayshawn's funeral expenses and other related costs. No matter, no mother should ever have to go through this. No mother should ever have to go through this. I'm going to say that again. No mother, say it 3 times. Say it 3 times in the name of our good brother, Dr. Umar Johnson. Any support you can offer, whether through donations, sharing this page, or keeping us in your prayers, is deeply appreciated. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for standing with us during this heartbreaking time. With love, Brittany Garrett, Jayshawn's mom. There go my problem. The thing that I had done said 3 times. So no mother should ever go through this. But you did speak about Jayshawn was cherished by both his father and me. The me is the mama because she's the one who was writing it. But then you get to the bottom to where you want to, there's no other word that I could come up with, that you want all of the sympathy instead of you and the baby daddy or you and the father getting the sympathy together. Huh? No mother should never. You say self-centered. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. It's a doggone shame. It went to sounding good, but then at the bottom, you just lost me. So is she saying that a father should go through this? I know. You can make the argument, well, she just forgot to add the father. Like most times, y'all forget to add the daddies. I'm just saying. He said, daddy don't live with her. That house was nasty on the outside. You know what? You got a good point right there, too. They may not be together. They may not be together. Let me back up just a smidget to pay attention. Because it's something about when he turned around And he looked at the house and right about here.
I mean, picture say 1,000 words.
Now, I don't understand what picture say 1,000 words is unless he is saying that this door, which this door is considered a security door. If I'm not mistaken, I got kinfolks who got this door, and it's also a storm door, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's what he's saying, like this security or storm door or something is used to protect. I don't know what he mean by that.
I mean, picture say 1,000 words. A 17-year-old is gone for no reason. For no reason. He wasn't in the streets.
And it looks like he's more, what's the word that I want to use? It looked like he is more adultish, or he's grown. And she don't look to me like that more mature person now. Like she still got that young on her. Just in my opinion. He looks like grown, professional, like, but she don't.
For no reason. He wasn't in the streets. He was a good, healthy, vibrant kid.
CPD is
I
not.
guess that's probably why I thought that this may not be his daddy. But again, hey man, y'all got to be careful out here in these
To the
streets.
store. I was
Damn, he was in his house. Anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. He say he looked like he about 54. Be more careful. Let's see. And it's crazy because on that whole story, it was one comment. Prayers for comfort to the family in this senseless loss of life of their son, grandson, sibling, cousin, and friends. It was one comment. Damn, that's deep. One comment. But if it was a girl, though, come on now. I could not finish reading the comments if it was a girl. Shout out to Deborah for the $2 super chat. You say can't chat much. Midday news. Say on calls with passengers. That's what's up. Listen, I'm glad that you're around here. That's all that count. Moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. What do we got? What is that? Tragic news or something? We got something tragic. I don't know. Take that day off. So I am gonna have to remember that. After all these doggone stories, we got to see if there is a GoFundMe. Got to be more careful. And I'm going to have to do that before the shows even start. It's ridiculous, but we got to check on it. How many of y'all got a sibling? And how many of y'all got a brother and or a sister? Or how many of y'all just got a sister? Mm-hmm. How many of y'all down with your sisters? Mm-hmm. How many of y'all down with your brothers? You know, how many of y'all have a good relationship with your siblings? Well, we got a story. We got a story. We got a brother who has been charged. Who has been charged with the murder in stabbing his two sisters. So they're saying that he done knocked off two of his sisters. I wonder why.
25-year-old Jelani Jenkins was supposed to face a judge this morning, but instead we're learning just last night he was transported to a local hospital. Streamwood police declined to comment further, only saying he remains in custody while receiving treatment. Jenkins is accused of stabbing his sisters to death, 21-year-old Janiah Jenkins and 10-year-old Iani Jones. A neighbor previously told ABC7 that her daughter was on the phone with Iani when she heard screaming. The neighbor said minutes later, Iani's 7-year-old brother came asking for help. By the time paramedics arrived, both sisters were dead. Jenkins was identified quickly as the suspect. His vehicle quickly found at a park in Bensonville, but he was nowhere to be found. After 4 days of searching, he was eventually arrested at a Metro stop in Downers Grove late Sunday night. Manuel Rosales says his 8-year-old daughter was also friends with Iani and says she's had a hard time coping, even drawing up her own escape plan with the family's whiteboard in case the man responsible ever came back. Rosales says in these past few days, we noticed she's been worried and anxious, so we have pictures and video of her crying and saying that the evil person is going to come back and harm my daddy and harm me. Although Jenkins was not in court today, a judge ruled that he was incapable of being present and ordered him to remain in custody until he can be present at his detention hearing, which as of now has been pushed to Friday.
I just wonder what happened. Like, why? Why? And again, I do not like when they do stories like this, because you're not giving us what we need. So what I'm gonna have to do right at this moment, find us a good old article. So his name is charging Jelaine Jenkins. And was this the news? Was it ABC 7? This ABC 7, yada. Taken into custody. Got that right there, 10-year-old, 21-year-old. Now, that's kind of different. You would stab both your sisters. Now, I can kind of understand if they was close in age, like close age proximity. Now, 21 and like a 19 or something. But a 10-year-old and a 21-year-old? A 10-year-old and a 21-year-old? I don't know. Hold on. You say I woke up and I saw blood. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. See, this is why you go to these articles sometimes. Yada. Hold on. I'm just trying to see. I walked upstairs. Let me put it up on the screen for you good people. Put it up here really, really quick. See what I'm looking at. Let's see. She did not walk. Well, she did after walking over to see herself. The terror that unfolded. I walked up the stairs and I saw blood and stuff everywhere, she said. I see the oldest girl laid there. I see the little girl, she's laid there. I'm on the phone with the mom and I'm telling her, oh my God, your kids are gone. Oh, wow. So the neighbor called the mom and say, your kids is gone. Got to be more careful. The woman daughter was the last to talk to the 10-year-old girl who just began some. Oh, I think that they said that inside the doggone thing. I thought I had them found something, but I didn't. Moving right along, I ain't gonna even much hold you. Listen, life insurance. I know we don't be wanting to hear it. Life insurance is not gonna bring your babies back. It's really not gonna bring your babies back. But it give you time to grieve without you having to worry about something else like bills, because you will have the money for the bills. You don't want to be stressed out about bills at a time of mourning, because it makes your mourning a lot worse than it should be. If y'all just not coming on in, come on in and hit the thumbs up button. I need some more thumbs up. What are we looking like? We got 117 thumbs up. It should be way higher than 117, but I do appreciate it. Like, I want to let y'all know out here. Damn, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, he shanked the 10-year-old. We gotta ask, what did they do? What did the 10-year-old do? What did the 21-year-old do? Was they just there and it just happened? I don't know, but I guess we gotta wait until you go to court or something like that. And that's what be bothering me about these doggone stories sometimes, man. Tell us why, so we could be like, okay, we can learn from this. We can learn what not to say to our siblings or something, or just another human being if something was said and got somebody hurt or killed. But they don't want to help. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Y'all, let's go to Six Flags. Six Flags. They was at Six Flags for Memorial Day. And they were acting a whole ass. They said chaos. Chaos had them broke out at Six Flags. Here we go.
Where's these kids? I gotta find my kids. Get y'all kids if they out there like they got tear gas. They tasing people.
Authorities say multiple fights broke out, causing law enforcement to deploy pepper-ball guns to disperse the crowds.
So it was just a really traumatic experience when I was trying to exit fights broke out inside the theme park, so they had to leave the parking lot and run inside the theme park. And then that's when they started using the tear bullets, I guess, mace bullets or something like that. It was a lot of unsupervised teens, and just a lot of chaos.
That's when we were walking.
A lot of unsupervised teens, a lot of chaos. That's a good point. You say which state? I think, damn it, I thought that Six Flags was only in Atlanta now. We used to have a Six Flags in Dade County, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Back in the days, we had a Six Flags, and I thought that there was only another one in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, so, but this may not even be Georgia. This may be somewhere else.
Literally out of the parking lot, and then there are two groups of people across the parking lot just screaming, yelling, swearing. That's just like, I don't want my kids hearing that. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. Come on.
I like to hear sister say she don't want her children a part of that type of language being spoken. You know, the cuss words and stuff like that, because she have younger kids. Although the ones who was doing the cussing is the teenagers. The teenagers have no problem speaking like adults out here when there's not being supervised. You said that Texas got one, Illinois got one, Cali got one. That's what's up. Maryland has one too. You say this is in New York? No.
To Hannah, it wasn't just outside the park where there seemed to be arguments taking place.
There was definitely just altercations all over the place. People yelling at each other, you know, getting angry for no reason over something as simple as cutting in line. You know, just very aggressive behavior for no reason.
Chaos and violence erupting at Six Flags in Prince George's County on Saturday night. The wild
Prince George's County.
scene causing the annual Fright Fest to shut down early.
14-year-old Nakiah Jackson was here celebrating her birthday. That's when she said she was attacked and hit in the head.
My daughter called me and I can hear it going on. She's like, Mom, they're jumping me again. I can hear it. And I can hear her on the phone, and I can hear her also from a distance screaming.
Oh, that's her mama? Oh, that baby little mix. Go ahead then.
They're jumping me again. I can hear it. And I can hear her on the phone, and I can hear her also from a distance screaming.
Six Flags.
An unruly crowd of about 500 to 600 people began fighting inside the park. Police were able to get them outside park gates, but that's when an unknown group started shooting at cop police officers. An officer shot back, hitting the 15-year-old suspect who was taken to Grady Hospital.
Oh, so wait a minute. So this is different Six Flags. It was in Maryland, and now they're talking about Grady Hospital, so they're now talking about Georgia. Oh, this is multiple Six Flags. Oh, so this is like a little compilation.
Park gates, but that's when an unknown group started shooting at cop police officers. An officer shot back, hitting the 15-year-old suspect who was taken to Grady Hospital.
Three people are shot in the parking lot of Six Flags Great America, sending the park and crowd into chaos.
We were in line for a coaster, and people started running, and it was more than the regular having fun running to the next coaster. There were moms.
We were told that there was only one exit at the time of the shooting, so once people heard about this, they all tried to get out of the park as soon as possible. You had families with strollers, children, all trying to get out, some people trying to climb over fences.
Wow. Wow. Look at you people. Hold on, wait. Listen, man. Say stay home. Stay home.
Authorities say multiple fights broke out, causing law enforcement.
Come on. Where's these kids? I gotta find my kids.
Darien Lake. Oh, shit. It tell us right here then. Darien Lakes. Now, which place is this right here? Which state is that? Darien Lake. all I'm seeing in this shot right here is dark hue folk.
Get y'all kids if they out there and like they got tear gas, they tasing people.
Authorities say multiple fights broke out, causing law enforcement to deploy pepper-ball guns.
They shut everything down. They won't have nothing to do. Yes, and then they will come out here and they will tell us, we need some more program. We need some more activities. But they cause problems at the places that have activities. This shit crazy. Shout out to Sensei for the $2 super chat. Said camera footage darker hues, interview lighter hues. You notice that right there? You notice that right there? We see the chaos and all we see is darker hues. They interview the lighter hues though. But we don't see no chaos with lighter hues.
To disperse the crowds.
So it was just a really traumatic experience. When I was trying to exit, fights broke out inside the theme park, so they had to leave the parking lot and run inside the theme park. And then that's when they started using the tear bullets, I guess, mace bullets or something like that. It was a lot of unsupervised.
Like back in my day, because we had a Six Flags, but back in my day, there was no fights at Six Flags. It's water. It's a water park and it's hot. It's water and it's... See, especially like in Miami, it was hot when you go to Six Flags. Oh, Jesus.
Teens, and just a lot of chaos.
That's when we were walking literally out of the parking lot, and then there two groups of people across the parking lot just screaming, yelling, swearing.
They say that she's a Warsaw residence, and I looked up Warsaw, and they say that that's in Poland. I was like, Poland? This ain't in Poland?
And screaming, yelling, swearing. That's just like, I don't want my kids hearing that. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. Come on.
3-year-old and a 2-year-old. Now, how much is them prices? How much is them price? Because, hell, maybe if they increase the prices, it'll stop a lot of these kids from going.
A 2-year-old.
It's $30 general parking and $50 preferred parking, card payments. How much do it cost to get in? Hold on. How much do it cost to get into Six Flags? How much does Six Flags cost? Starting from $25 for single day tickets. It's $25 a person. And they out there acting the ass like that. You mean to tell me that their parents had $25 to pay for them to go to get into Six Flags? They lying to me. It got to be some type of special. Got to be some type of summer specials. Hold on. Are there any summer specials for Six Flags? Yes, Six Flags offers a variety of summer specials and deals, including big summer fun savings in partnership with Mike and Ike. They also have a bring a friend for $19.99. Oh, all right. See, now that sounds better. They offer a discount on dining and merchandise. Oh, all right. Because these good, listen, boy, these good mamas is not paying no $25 a head. Oh, hell no. Not in the summer. You say these children have coins these days. Well, yeah, because, you know, they out here scamming and shit like that right there. They out here robbing. Yeah, they got a few dollars. You say that's crazy. That's almost $160 a person in cap. That is crazy, though. Without the specials. $25 a head? What the hell? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah. The Bring a Friend is $19.99. So it's 2 for $10. It's 2 for $19.99. That's what's up. Shout out to y'all being chaotic out there, showing your behinds as y'all do out here in these streets. And then again, we dog you folk. We still be surprised when people don't like us to be around them. I don't want to be around us. Is that cooning when you say that right there? Is you consider a coon if you don't want to be around your own people? I don't know. You say it was probably a class trip. I would believe it, but it's the summer. School out. Unless some of the footage, no. Not because they did say Memorial Day. Oh, school, but school was still in for Memorial Day. No, Memorial Day schools was closed, but schools didn't end until after Memorial Day. But on Memorial Day, schools was closed, so they went without their parents. They decided to go by themselves. You know what I'm saying? The teens decided to go by themselves to Six Flags. And then y'all also got to ask yourself this right here. Why don't Six Flags not allow teens to come in who is not accompanied by an adult? You should not be allowed to come into Six Flags if you're not accompanied by an adult. But then again, they can have somebody 21 or older with a little ID and say, yeah, I am bringing all 35 of these people. They'll find a way around it. Got to be more careful. Yeah, McDonald's do it. Facts. Black fatigue. There it is. You call it. Shit. They need to label it YN fatigue. YN fatigue. Because I don't think that black folks is the problem. Issue YNs who is really, really the problem, but black folks is being confused with the YNs. So we being lumped all together. So, yeah, no. But it goes back to, is you a coon if you don't like to be around your peoples? Your peoples. They said, Willie, my son class trip is tomorrow to Six Flags. Tomorrow? So school still in? What state you in, though? What state is you in that school is still in? It's June. School ended in Florida the last week of May. You say, yeah, Willie, you a raccoon because you told me I was racist because I don't like N-word. Yeah, right. You a racist. You don't like your own people. You don't like them YNs. It's a problem. Yeah, the problem is it's too many YNs. There's too many YNs out here in these streets. Excuse me. No, the West Coast been out since May the 2nd. Really? Dang. So us on the East Coast of Florida, they got out between the 22nd and I think the 30th. Y'all still in school. Oh, so you in DC. DC still got school going on? Yeah, and MD school, school is still in, have a week or so left. Wow. They say in Illinois, school ended at the end of June for me. Yes, see, now back in our day, school would end between June the 12th and June the 16th. Back in my day. And then things shifted, and then they went to ending school in May, and they messed up June, and then they started school earlier, and they was cutting the summers back, and they went to doing things the way that they wanted to do things, which was stupid, because they ain't think stuff through. Listen, how many of y'all trying to travel out of the country and stuff like that, and how many of y'all have some peoples outside of the country that may be trying to travel around here? Well, if you do and if you don't, our good president has put a restriction on 12 countries. No, wait, put a travel ban on 12 countries and restrictions on 7 or more. Here you go. Watch this.
And we are following breaking news out of the White House. Administration officials tell CBS News President Trump signed a proclamation to ban travel from certain countries, citing national security risks.
Right.
Trump's proclamation fully restricts and limits the entry of nationals from 12 countries, including Afghanistan, Burma.
All these places y'all not flying from or flying to. Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, Republic of the Congo, Equatorial, Guyana, it's something like that. I don't know what this word here is. Haiti, Iran. They put Haiti on that. Well, because we already been like category 4 when it comes down to Haiti, because they've been shooting at planes, as they say, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. If you got people around there, if you're trying to go around there, you got to go by boat or something like that, or a space shuttle or something.
Chad and the others you see on that list there. Now, it partially restricts entry of people from 7 countries, including Cuba, Sierra Leone.
Partially restrictions. So we putting a restriction back on Cuba. That's what's up. Like partially. Turkestan or Turkmen. I'm gonna let her say it. Go ahead.
Venezuela and more.
She ain't even try to pronounce it. Go ahead, Susan. Back it up. Do it again.
Sierra Leone, Venezuela, and more. Officials say that the action. Sierra Leone, Venezuela, people from 7 countries, including Cuba, Sierra Leone, Venezuela, and more.
She jumped right over Togo, Laos, Burundi, and let's see if we can pronounce it. Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan. I think I got it right. Let me ask my la. Turkmenistan. That should say Turkey Mustang. I got it all wrong. Turkmenistan. It's still saying Turkey Mustang. I can't now, y'all. We got to come up with a better pronunciation. Turkmenistan. Hold on. Turkmenistan. I got it. Yep. So that's the pronunciation. Turkmenistan. It's something like that right there. Anyway, he said it sounds like a condiment. For real. But y'all can't come around here. We can't go around there. Go ahead.
Officials say that the action is due to high level of risk to the United States, and exceptions will be allowed for lawful permanent residents, existing visa holders, and some other categories, officials said.
You say no brown countries. No brown countries. Bam. Yeah. Do y'all know that we can enforce pretty much anything due to national security? We can label things national security, and this is why we're doing it, and it's like you can't question it because it's national security. We go like we don't have to give like I would say a real explanation, because when you just throw out the phrase national security, we ain't really telling us what, like what, you know what I'm saying? What's the threat though? Like what they trying to do? What is they doing that's threatening us or have the ability to threaten us? Moving right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. It's 12:51 after the hour. Y'all, we need some more thumbs up. Last time I checked, it was 134. It's 143 now. It's 143. We need some more shares. We're trying to get our spot back around here for the midday news, which is really gonna be difficult. We're gonna have to be here like a few weeks to go ahead and get the spot back. We say next Europe gonna have unlimited travel. You say they can still go to Canada and Mexico if they want. Yep. So basically, they're gonna have to take connecting flights. They're gonna have to take connecting flights. We just ain't doing straight through flights. We ain't doing the straight through flights. For real though. Let's talk about this right here again. Because a lot of y'all kids, hold on, is it this one? This one. A lot of y'all kids, y'all had them shipped off. What is this red thing? What? I got some on my shirt. What is that? It look like a little ruby. Got a little ruby on it. Something like that. Listen. We talked about the Job Corps situation, and now I have been seeing multiple videos over multiple states to where they're closing down the facilities and stuff like that. So I have another video of that. But I was just thinking, a lot of y'all was able to get rid of your kids. Send them on off the Job Corps because they don't know what they want to be in life and stuff, and they don't want to go to school. Mama, I don't want to go to school, so I'm just finna go ahead on and drop on that. Well, damn it, you can't be in this house, and you ain't in no school, rightfully so. Either you gonna work or you gonna go to school out here. A lot of you good parents was happy that your children had a place to go. Rightfully so. You get the hell on from around here. You grown now. You grown now. Get on from around here. I know that a lot of y'all parents mad than a mofo. Now they done closed down these doggone facilities and now they have nowhere else to go but background there where you at. And a lot of y'all was single mamas and stuff, and y'all had done sent your children away, and you done moved in your little boyfriend. Y'all done moved in your little boyfriend. You having a good time. You been out here fandangling and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you done got rid of your child. Your child gone. Your little teenager out of here. Bam. Get on and move on with your life. And now I can, do what I want to do. I can walk around my house all naked and stuff. He or she can walk around the house naked and stuff. And now y'all got to put back on clothes. Oh, man. Your child crying to you. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I almost finished my CMA. I done watched about 6 of these doggone videos. And they've interviewed the females. 4 of those videos, the females say, I was about to complete my CMAs. I looked up what the CMAs were. It was the management accounting thing. 6 different states. 4 different interviews. 4 females said the same doggone thing. But anyway, I don't know what's going to be said in this right here because we in Detroit. Detroit got a Job Corps. I didn't know Detroit had a Job Corps with. As sad as Detroit is, y'all got a Job Corps? Here we go.
Another active scene outside Detroit Job Corps Center. This time, protesters demanding answers.
And it comes just days after hundreds of kids were kicked out after the program unexpectedly shut down. Fox News' Scott Wolchek with more from today's protest.
No Job Corps! No peace! No Job Corps! No peace!
Former Detroit Job Corps students and parents marching down Fort Street to spread awareness.
What y'all gonna do though? You say CMA or CNA? No, CM. M as in management. Management accountant. I think it was certified management accountant.
After the feds abruptly cut funds to the Job Corps program last week, forcing a shutdown.
I was devastated. My son is doing great there. He was really on his way. And I feel like you snatched that from him. And not only him, just all of these kids. And not only did you just snatch it, you took some of these kids' homes away.
Literally, Fox 2 broke the story as a few hundred students carrying all their belongings in garbage bags were forced back home or into the streets.
Me coming from a low-income home, I don't have another option, so this is what I'm really fighting for.
Shania Belcher, the organizer of this protest, says the Job Corps program had given her hope for a better future.
It was something that was good. It changed lives.
What?
Y'all even understand? Job Corps gave a lot of students hopes, a lot of these kids hopes. I keep trying to tell y'all, it all falls back on parenting. Because if you wouldn't need a facility to give you hope if you was born into a better prepared family.
What were you hoping to do afterward?
After Job Corps, I wanted to attend college to become an educator, an early childhood educator.
There you go. See, we got to stop our children from doing that right there. This the thought process that you had when you know rent high. Why would y'all get into the educational field? Why would y'all get y'all degrees in education and then y'all gonna be mad when they come back for them damn student loans and y'all already don't make enough? It makes no sense, but y'all still gonna Y'all still gonna follow y'all damn own mind. Notice, men is not becoming educators. Huh? And I truly do believe it's because shit don't pay no money.
Now, her future uncertain. The Department of Labor cut the funding to Job Corps programs across the country, citing numerous issues, including a $140 million deficit, graduation rates of 39%, and thousands of instances of violence and drug use at Job Corps centers.
Woo. Bag it up. They finally gave us a real reason, or a better reason for them to close it up, which for a lot of you all don't know. A lot of you all don't know the Job Corps program. They be soliciting, they be hunching, they be getting pregnant, they be at the clubs because they get like the passes and stuff like that, and they be having that dope on campus. It just is what it is.
Citing numerous issues, including a $140 million deficit, graduation rates of 39%.
They graduating. I want y'all to understand. They graduating from Job Corps at 39%. So this just further lets us know, even once these teams go to Job Corps, they still fail. See, Job Corps don't have this thing called No Child Left Behind. The reason that your child graduated high school because we have a program called, we have a little thing called No Child Left Behind. Goddamn, we're going to get you in and we're going to get you out. I'm just saying, though, man. Y'all got to really, really think it through. Why is it it's only a 39% graduation rate? Which, while you in Job Corps, you must get your diploma and some type of certificate. Yeah, they wasting time. They is really, really wasting time.
And thousands of instances of violence and drug use at Job Corps centers.
Thousands of incidents of drug use and violence. Because a lot of y'all don't understand this right here either. It's kind of like a juvenile detention center. A lot of these kids, they come in with anger issues. A lot of these kids are bullies. Because there is no adults. They get to do kind of, sort of, as much as they want to do. But there is standards and stuff like that right there because there is people who is working there. You know, but as far as them really, really making their own decisions, they really do get a chance to make more of their own decisions.
We need to just pray and stand together.
Praying, sugars, listen, y'all is doing this thing called protesting now, and now you saying we need to just pray and stand together. It's not going to reinstate. It's not going to bring back the funding. It's a $140 million deficit, baby. Now, unless the public can come up with like $140 million, then prayer may work, baby. But no, it ain't doing nothing.
We need to just pray and stand together because this is really sad, and there need to be something done about it.
And this is just in my mind why we got to stop listening to religious folk. I know, I just hit you with an upcut. Bam! Shout out to Simone for the $5 cash app. Say community college is available too. Hashtag Pell Grants. Yep. But the problem is, a lot of the Job Corps students, they don't have places to stay. A lot of them is now homeless. A lot of them come from households with just horrible households. Horrible parenting. A lot of them was on the verge of being homeless before they even went to Job Corps. So now the Job Corps is closing. They have nowhere to go. But y'all, we have to stop. We got to stop listening to people who say we just got to pray and come together. That sounds like when people say that right there to me, it lets me know you have no answer. You have no solution. That also lets me know do nothing. Stand together and pray. How does that fix the problem? Come on. How does that fix the problem? See, I'm a man, and I can't be standing and praying when, let's say, like, I have like a plumbing issue or something and it's leaking all through the house. I can never just stand and pray. I got to do something. If the air condition go out, I can't stand and pray. But I got to get some people on the phone. If we got to get another system, somebody got to come around here and do something. But I got to make calls and preparations to go ahead on and get that there done. Standing and praying is not what it is. And there's just so many people my age and older who still talking like this when they know you just can't stand and pray. You say, Willie, this means that there will be more monkey out in them streets. Say it's time for summer. Yes, it is. Listen, these babies out here homeless. Babies out here homeless. And the sad part is, like I be trying to tell y'all, with a lot of you females have lost or you've never learned the finesse game. Y'all got something that we really, really want, and a lot of y'all will be homeless when y'all got something that we really, really want. Y'all mouth stop y'all from having a roof over y'all head. Go ahead, though.
Of instances of violence and drug use at Job Corps centers.
We need to just pray and stand together because this is really sad, and there need to be something done about it.
Notice, pray and stand together. Really sad. Something needs to be done about it. When we use those types of words, we have no solution. Something need to be done. Well, obviously something need to be done, but tell us what need to be done then. Tell us how can we fix this?
Are the generation that's gonna speak up. So speak up for yourself.
Speaking up. We're the generation that's gonna speak up. That fix nothing though.
You have a voice, use it. And for the youth, this is your time and this is your chance to vote. You see what it's affected from you not voting, so vote.
A group of say this is your time to vote. Do she not know we're not voting right now? She said that this is y'all time to vote. These young folks who would now have to go back to the situations that they ran from and or was happy to get away from. They not thinking about voting. They're thinking about where they're going to lay their heads at. They're thinking about how they're going to eat. They're thinking about their next step. They're not thinking about voting. She's talking about something that's not going to happen until next year. This is a time for you all to come together, and this is why you have to vote. But the majority of them are teenagers. They can't vote. Now, there is some who is over the age of 18, but the majority of Job Corps participants is underage.
We are the generation that's going to speak up. So speak up for yourself. You have a voice, use it. And for the youth, this is your time and this is your chance to vote. You see?
She said for the youth, this is your time, this is your chance to vote. This is why it'd be difficult for me to listen to the female sometime. Man, she didn't even think that she didn't think that through before she said it.
You have a voice, use it. And for the youth, this is your time and this is your chance to vote. You see what it's affected from you not voting, so vote.
A group of Job Corps contractors has filed a lawsuit attempting to block the funding cuts. We'll let you know what happens. Scott Walczak, Fox 2 News.
You can't say stay out of the streets if you close the classrooms. Yes, you can. Listen, hold on. I just saw that. They say this generation is clueless. I'm in agreement with that. Hell, this generation, they don't even want to work. So I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. But anyway, I just saw that right there. This is the adult. This is the one who say stand together and pray. Got it. She got the sign that says you can't say stay out of the streets if you close the classrooms. Yes, you can. I do understand where she's going with it because if the kids don't have anything to do, they're just going to be in the streets. Why is that the only other option if the kids don't have anything to do? Why is being in the streets the only option? Which is strange to me because a whole bunch of kids who don't have things to do, a lot of them is not in the streets. For some reason, they don't end up in the streets. And they don't have, these things to do. They don't have the programs and the mentorships, and a whole bunch of them don't end up in the streets. Y'all notice that? But without the programs and the mentorships, they gonna end up in the streets. We just play too much. We just be out here talking, moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much. Show you. Let's go on out here to California. Is this California? We got to talk about the little track meet right here. Now, I know that a lot of y'all possibly have done saw this situation. Don't know, but we finna do it right here, right now. Celez, I don't know how to pronounce this doggone thing. A track star has been disqualified after winning the state championship, the state title. She's been disqualified after the way that she celebrated. Let's go and see what they're talking about. Here we go.
I worked so hard for that title.
The greatest moment of 16-year-old Clara Adams' young career taken away from her because of a celebration. After winning the 400-meter event at the CIF State Championships with a time of 53.24 seconds, her dream of winning a state title went up in flames after celebrating using a fire extinguisher.
When she blew the fire extinguisher, the opponents were gone. That was our moment of celebration, and the CIF officials made that about them. The crowd went crazy. They loved it. The CIF booth went crazy. They loved it. But those few guys in those jackets, they took offense to it, didn't like it, and they made a decision based on emotions.
The North Salinas High sophomore grabbed a fire extinguisher from her father and coach and extinguished off her spikes. The CIF deemed her celebration unsportsmanlike, stripping her of her title. It's a celebration made famous by American sprint icon Maurice Green, who enjoyed her paying homage to him and thinks she should get her state title back.
When I heard, because it happened, and then people just started calling me, oh, this girl who just won the 400 redid your celebration. I was like, huh, what? If it was away from everyone and not really interfering with anybody, I would say reinstate her.
One clear infraction was Clara's father hopping the railing onto the track after the race, but says he only did that because of how CIF officials were treating his daughter.
There's a CIF rule saying you can't come over the wall, you can't be on the infield, which is a rule respected. But at this point, I explained before about being a coach and a father wearing the different hats. I saw an official grab my daughter by the arm. They were yelling in her face. When he grabbed her by the arm, I went over the wall at that point. I'm father now. I'm not coach anymore. I'm over the wall.
Now, the true fastest 400-meter runner in the state is back home without a medal. And even if the CIF is to reinstate her as the champion, she never got that moment of being crowned a champion.
Even if everything goes in my favor, in regards to getting my title back, I'll still never get that moment back, standing on the podium as a sophomore. I'll never get that back because they took it from me.
Clara was also disqualified from competing in the 200-meter race because of that celebration. And we did some research, analyzed 20 years of state championships, found 0 other times where someone was disqualified and stripped of a title for unsportsmanlike conduct. We reached out to the CIF, haven't heard anything back. We also put up a poll on our Instagram, Dan, asking our viewers if they believe she should have been banned for this or not. Over 1,000 votes and counting, 87% of people saying she shouldn't have been banned for this. And the support from the community has been overwhelming so far.
And she's an immense talent, and she's only a sophomore.
Yeah, she's going to come back stronger and better than ever. They better watch out for Clara Adams.
You bet. All right, thank you very much.
What y'all think? What y'all think? Say damn Edomites wrong for that. Listen. All right. Since they had first of all, I did not know that her father gave her the fire extinguisher to do the celebration if she won. They say that they looked over all of these years and no one has ever been disqualified after winning for, I guess, their celebration. I think that I want to say, listen, first and foremost, they cause their own problem. Listen. They caused their own problem. Let's start there. Let's start right there because her daddy gave her the fire extinguisher. So the daddy caused it. She caused it. And then they decided to go ahead on and do what they had and did. But just in my mind, like, come on, man, just let the girl get a girl the goddamn trophy. What is we doing? What is we doing? Like, is this really? I guess they call it unsportsmanlike conduct, but is it?
Clara Adams' young career taken away from her because of a celebration. After winning the 400-meter event at the CIF State Championships with a time of 53.24 seconds, her dream of winning a state title went up in flames after celebrating using a...
Nobody is around her, though. No one is there, so she did not cause harm to anyone. She didn't cause harm to anyone. Say, protect black women. That's what's up.
State title went up in flames after celebrating using a fire extinguisher.
And she sprayed it quick twice. Like, all right. Like, it was 2 quick sprays. It's not like she held the fire extinguisher and spray until it was empty. It was really, really quick. And it was one of those fire extinguishers that you're supposed to have inside of your car.
Her dream of winning a state title went up in flames after celebrating using a fire extinguisher.
When she blew the fire extinguisher, the opponents were gone. That was our moment of celebration. And the CIF officials made that about them. The crowd went crazy. They loved it.
See, but we got to stop with that crowd went crazy shit. The crowd be... The crowds be the detriment of people. Because the crowd be like and shit, we think that, oh, everything is okay. It's not, y'all. It's not. Sometimes it is, but damn it, we got to stop basing things on the crowds. See, but they call it unsportsmanlike conduct, but is it really though? I don't know. It could be. He said, laugh my ass off. Did Shakira Richardson teach her that? Oh, shout out to Shakira. Y'all know she just bought a house in North Carolina or something like that right there. But go ahead.
CF Booth went crazy. They loved it. But those few guys in those jackets, they took offense to it, didn't like it, and they made a decision based on emotions.
They made a decision based on emotion. They made a decision based on emotion. Based on emotions. I wonder, was there anything similar to what she had in there? I would love to see the old types of celebrations. I really would. You said 53 seconds, she was on fire. Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. He said the rule book states it's unsportsmanlike to bring attention to yourself and can be disqualified as a result. And it's not like this was a sub 50 time. It's not like this was a sub 50 time. Well, if the rules state that you cannot bring attention to yourself, which that's a hell of a damn rule. Now, can we just be honest, y'all? But the rule is the rule. But that's a dumbass rule, just in my mind. So I can't. You say below 50. Yeah, it's not like this was a sub below 50. Oh, all right. I don't know. Excessive celebration is a no-no. All right. Yeah, because they did the same thing in the NFL, right? Yep. They also banned NFL touchdown celebrations. Guys was getting fined. Yes. Which once they went to doing that, I really stopped watching football. Because then we just got sensitive. Bitch, I can't celebrate. Bitch, I just called that honey y'all bad. I can't celebrate. We don't. What's wrong? This is why a lot of times I say back in my day, shit was way, way better, dog. This shit done got so soft now. So we don't want to hurt people's feelings by celebrating, basically. So we got to follow the rules. If the rules say that you cannot excessive celebrate and or bring attention to yourselves, then you can't break the rules. But in my mind, I am like a lot of you good people like, man, come on, dog. What are we doing? What are we doing? You say NFL is not high school. You're right about that right now. And she is a junior too. This is crazy. I don't He said father and daughter did it out of emotions too. That's a fact. That's why I was saying emotions. I was trying to find what I was trying to say, but yeah. Yeah, you found it for me. Because when he said this,
Guys in those jackets, they took offense to it, didn't like it, and they made a decision based on emotions.
They made a decision based on emotions, just like you handed your daughter that fire extinguisher out of emotions that your daughter won the state championship. Yeah. Shout out to Logan for the $2 super chat. He said we all need trophies in 2025. For real though. For real, we need a participation trophy. I don't know what y'all talking about out here in these streets. He said, sorry, 53.3 is a MN record. Is it Missouri? Is that Missouri or Michigan record? He said, well, I have a problem with what she did or what they did. Look at what we've seen at some of these graduations while and now. Oh, excessive. All right. I get it. All right. Okay. I forgot about that right there. Excessive celebration. I get it. They do this shit at graduations. Yes. See, now when you throw it into graduations, I was like, shit, boy, we need to bar that shit right there too. You know, but all right. I got spear, man. I got to stand strong on it. See, they say Florida girls high school records is 50.15 seconds. Oh, so what did she get? What was her stake? Hold on.
100-meter event at the CIF state championship.
Right there.
With a time of
53.25. Oh, notice though, that was the state title. So over in that state, she's the fastest. So like you say, like in the state of Florida, it's 50.15 seconds. But we fast over here. We fast over here because it's hot. It's hot.
Crazy. They loved it. The booth, CF booth went crazy. They loved it. But those few guys in those jackets, they took offense to it, didn't like it, and they made a decision based on emotions.
The North Salinas High sophomore grabbed a fire extinguisher from her father and coach and extinguished off her spikes.
Oh, so her father is her coach. Okay, father and coach. Got it.
And extinguished off her spikes. The CIF deemed her celebration unsportsmanlike, stripping her of her title.
They deemed it unsportsmanlike. Damn.
It's a celebration made famous by American sprint icon Maurice Green, who enjoyed her paying homage to him and thinks she should get her state title back.
When I heard, like, because it happened and then people just started calling me, oh, this girl who just won the 400 redid your celebration. I was like, huh? What? If it was away from everyone and not really.
Maurice Green, so when did he celebrate? Hold on. Maurice Green championship. I said that wrong. Maurice Green was in the 1999. Oh, hell. Boy, that was 25 years ago. Listen, they done made changes.
Really interfering with anybody, I would say reinstate her.
One clear and...
You did something back in the days that was allowed. You know what I'm saying? And maybe her dad did not read the rules and the regulations. I don't.
Fraction was Claire's father hopping the railing onto the track after the race, but says he only did that because of how CIF officials were treating his daughter.
We got to stop with the I only did it because. When you're not supposed to do it, when you know what the laws is. He said he only jumped over the railings because of this.
There's a CIF rule saying you can't come over the wall, you can't be on the infield, which is...
See, so now y'all broke two rules. You broke the excessive celebration rule, and you broke the jumping over the fence rule.
Saying you can't come over the wall, you can't be on the infield, which is a rule respected.
It's a rule and respect it, but you didn't respect the excessive celebration thing or bringing attention to yourself rule. You didn't respect that rule.
But at this point, I explained before about being a coach and a father wearing the different hats. I saw an official grab my daughter by the arm. They were yelling in her face. When he grabbed her by the arm, I went over the wall.
That's a problem. The reason that I'm going to say that that's a problem, think about this right here. he say he saw an official grab her and yelling at her. You don't want your daughter to be grabbed and yelled at. Do y'all know if that was his son, he wouldn't have jumped over no damn rail? See, because still at this time he's still trying to baby his baby. Now is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? I think because of now with my thought process that it is a bad thing to baby your daughters. I truly do believe that it's a bad thing to baby your daughters. Maybe we need to start raising the daughters like we raise the sons out here in these streets. Stand up, be a man. Bitch, you fall off a bike and scrape your leg, get up. Stop all that crying. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to start raising them the same. Because again, if it was his son, he would have not jumped off over the thing. You say a son would have done it quicker? You mean the race? For real though, I don't. You say don't touch my baby. Don't touch my baby.
At that point, I'm father now. I'm not coach anymore. I'm over the wall.
Now, the true fastest 400-meter runner in the state is back home without a medal. And even if the CIF is to reinstate her as the champion, she never got that moment of being crowned a champion.
Don't mess up. Listen. Don't mess around. And by next year, the school decide to allow our trans sisters in there. Because our trans sister is going to break a record. Bitch, our trans sister's going to break a record out here in these streets. You know, because trans sisters, they women too. And they need to be running with these women, these girls. They need to all be able to run together, right?
Even if everything goes in my favor, in regards to like getting my title back, I'll still never get that moment back, like standing on the podium as a sophomore. I'll never get that back. Cause
right by that. You was right by that. Listen, but you may get you some sponsorships now. You may get you some sponsorships. You may get like $1 million in scholarships and shit like that right there because of what hadn't happened. You know, companies, they may look at this and be like, oh my God, this is unfair. This is racist. You know, we're going to give her $75,000 for her to go to college. Something like that right there. But listen, I'm trying to help. I know.
Claire was also disqualified from competing in the 200-meter race because of that celebration. And we did some research, analyzed 20 years of state championships, found 0 other times where someone was disqualified and stripped of a title for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, so what they saying, other people have done unsportsmanlike conduct, but was never held accountable. See? And now they decide to hold somebody accountable. See, this is what I be meaning by holding people accountable. We can stop a whole bunch of things from happening if from the beginning we hold people accountable. Because when we don't, we have other people who break rules. You know what I'm saying? But somebody got to be the fall guy.
We reached out to the CIF, haven't heard anything back. We also put up a poll on our Instagram, Dan, asking our viewers if they believe she should have been banned for this or not.
I don't think she should have been banned, but she broke the rules. We got to follow the rules, don't it? I don't believe anything. They say that you shouldn't, then let me you shouldn't. That's what they say. Hold on. Let me see what the people say. Let's see what the people say. You say it's called being held accountable for her actions. Broke a rule. She's being taught the wrong way to celebrate success in her young life by none other than her dad. I had done said that it was his fault and then it was her fault. Remember I had done said that? Shout out to CC's World for the $4.99 super chat. He said, as a former Minnesota high school coach, they disqualify us for anything. We follow all rules. Daddy coach should have known better. Love you, Willie. I appreciate that right there. Love you back. And that's why I'm saying he's the cause of it. Shout out to the fathers for being fathers. But he's the problem. He should have been able to tell her, no, we're not gonna mimic the celebration of Maurice Green from back in the days because it's not 1999. Things have changed. You cannot do what he had done did. Mm-hmm. You took it from yourself for breaking the rules. Ooh, because remember she had done said they took it away. Even if they was to give me the title and stuff, they took away like me standing on the podium and stuff like that. So they took it away from me. I had wanted to say that there too. Nah, should you took that there away from yourself? You know what I'm saying? She should also be disqualified for a lack of originality since Maurice Green already did it. Oh man. Victory celebration has become silly, childish, and immature. Takes the class away from the big sporting events. Now, I'm not in agreement with that right there. What the fuck you mean? Hold on. Victory celebrations has become silly? Unless she's talking about the victory celebrations of, like, school. She got to be talking about, like, school, man. Like the school graduations and shit like that. They have become silly. But you're talking about sports. Sports, in my mind, is just a tad bit different. Because it's kind of like saying if you win the Super Bowl, you should not celebrate. It's like she's saying that is silly. How? When you should be celebrating. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he said at least she didn't hit her competitor with a fire extinguisher like the other runner. Gotta be more. Didn't we just do the story about the other runner who hit her competition with the baton? Bah! She busted upside the head. Well, in the back of the head, and she ran off and shit like that. And she was darker hue too. Correct call. It was very bad sportsmanship. Her and Dad clearly lack humility and respect for the opponent. Win with grace, lose with dignity. That's what's up. She and her dad are wrong and disrespectful to the other athletes. Why was this on the news? Publicity to get the title back. Not going to happen. Her dad is a real tool. He said, I'm glad she was disqualified. Perhaps banning the old man from all events would help. Now, I don't think that he should be banned. Well, that's in their opinion. But I don't think that he should be banned. I don't think that he should be banned because he's a father. He's a father and he's a loving father and he's in his child's life. Y'all notice that we ain't see no mama? I don't think that he should be banned. I think that he needs to be clear on the rules and regulations. If he was not already clear on the rules and regulations and start to respect the rules and regulations. Now, I don't know if he was thinking, well, this wouldn't disqualify her or this wouldn't get her in trouble, but I don't know how because this does fall under excessive celebration or something like that. Dad has zero respect for the rules. The fire extinguishers are not part of the deal. Disqualified to end. So you mean to tell me all of these that I have read so far is in agreement that she should have been held accountable, reprimanded, and disqualified? That's different. This right here say that it's her dad's fault. He says, so in 20 years of state championships, a KSBU didn't find unsportsmanlike conduct. He said, I bet you in 20 years, nobody was dumb enough to bring a fire extinguisher onto the track during competition and use it to showboat and taunt other athletes. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. I gotta give it to her. You took those moments from you. You aren't Maurice Green. That's a good point. You say, as you think it is all about you. And listen, remember, we is in the internet age. We is in the social media era. We is in the social media era. Everything needs to be excessive. Everything needs to be excessive, and you got to have you something to put on social media and all that right there. And you caused yourself this problem. Maybe she will learn a little humility, humble in victory, gracious in defeat. Shout out to Sensei for the $5 super chat. He said, kids focus more on celebrations and being like the pros than knowledge of the game. Pros paid millions to entertain. High school is amateur sports. Ooh. That's what's up. So I really do hope that this is a learning lesson. But like in the beginning, I was like, man, get that girl that got the title. You know what I'm saying? But thinking it through. We follow rules around here in these streets. We follow rules around here in these streets, and the rules is the rules. They say you can't do it, you can't do it. You're not supposed to do it. Damn it, you're not supposed to do it. We can feel how we want to feel. And back to the father who said that they was emotional. Y'all was emotional too, player. Just don't do it no more. You just bet not do it next year because she's coming back next year also. You know, she's just a junior. So she got to come back. Anyway, move right along. Listen, how would y'all feel like if y'all job just shut down and did not let y'all know that they were shutting down? They did not let y'all know that they were closing. I would be mad in the summer. I'm just trying to tell you something. Let's go to Atlanta. We're going down here to Midtown. If y'all just not coming on in, can we get some more thumbs ups? We at 177. We should be way over 200. I know that y'all saying it's only 147 people in the building, but it was at one point 160 and 170. It was, and people, they just went on ahead and dropped off and went somewhere where they wanted to be at. They just didn't want to be around here. But anyway, Taco Mac. I've never seen a Taco Mac, and I'm guessing that this is only in Atlanta, but it closes abruptly. Here we go.
New at 10, controversy surrounding the sudden closure of a Midtown restaurant. A bartender at Taco Mac's Peachtree Street location says workers were blindsided.
It abruptly shut down on Monday. Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo reports the reason why remains a mystery.
Oh, they don't even know why.
Well, this Taco Mac has been a fixture here along Peachtree in Midtown for years now. That was up until earlier this week when they abruptly closed, and some of the staff say they got no warning.
It's frustrating because us not knowing.
Brandon Javon Stevens was a bartender at Taco Mac's Midtown location. He says he feels deceived by its abrupt closure this week.
Just be honest, we bust our ass here.
Stevens says hours earlier, he was there.
I worked over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
And according to him, there was no sign, front or back of house, the location was going under.
Nobody told us anything.
Just a few weeks ago, Taco Mac shut down its Virginia Highland location, which was the original. When Stevens says he started seeing it on social media Monday, he came down to see it for himself.
When I found out it was really true, was this sign. When the sign is gone and what's on the door permanently closed, that's it, that's all. We have to bow out gracefully.
The sign on the
bow out gracefully. I bet that they won't say, you know, we have to come together and pray about it. I bet they won't say, damn it, this need to be opened back up. We need to come back. We need to come together as a unit and pray about it.
Door says, quote, our dedicated team members, the true heart of Taco Mac, will be offered opportunities at nearby locations. A spokesperson for the company declined to comment further.
A lot of people had this as their only job. You know, some people had kids.
This was the only remaining in-town location of the Atlanta-based sports bar chain.
Why do we think that people with kids is more important than people without kids? When they made the decision to have the kids, and you made the decision to not have the kids. I don't like when we do that. Like, I really, really don't. Yeah, but some people, they had kids and they lost their job. Bitch, I don't care that you got kids and I ain't got no damn kids. You is no more important than me because you have children. That's just the only point I'm trying to make. Go ahead.
People had kids.
This was the only remaining in nearby locations. A spokesperson for the company declined to comment further.
A lot of people had this as their only job. You know, some people had kids.
This was the only remaining in-town location of the Atlanta-based sports bar chain.
I keep trying to tell you, good. I keep saying it. You have to have more than one stream of income.
Built a clientele with our regulars, you know, but for this place to be shut down like this was just like a slap in the face to everybody.
Stevens says he's not trying to take a job at another location, but he's trying to keep a positive attitude as he looks ahead.
He's not trying to take a job at another location because there's not one in this location. Like, it's far out for another one, and no.
It's frustrating to me, and I'm standing up for it because of the fact that a lot of these people that worked here for a while. But you got to think about it, too. When one door closes, another one opens.
We say that is to be positive. When one door closes, another one opens. We say that to be positive, to keep the faith, to keep going. If you get fired, you can get another job. Yeah, well, yeah, technically, yeah. So, yeah. But we say that in like a religious reference, as if a door gets closed, then God will open up another one. But it ain't got nothing to do with God. You know, if you get fired, you go in on, you feel out for another job, and you'll get hired somewhere else. You will get hired somewhere else. No matter how long it takes, you will get hired somewhere else if you keep putting in applications. So I don't. Y'all keep hope alive.
The fact that a lot of these people that worked here for a while. But you got to think about it too. When one door closes, another one opens.
At this point, it's not immediately clear what's going to happen with this prime piece of Peachtree real estate, but we did see workers going in and out of this location. In Midtown, Rob DeRienzo, Fox 5.
I was told over 20 years ago that, Willie, no matter how much money you make, you ain't gonna never be satisfied. And I didn't take offense to it back then, but I listened and I was like, I guess so. I didn't know how to take that. And I'm glad. I'm glad that that's how I am. I'm really glad that that's how I am, because I don't rest. If I've ever gotten a job anywhere, like this ain't enough. like I'm really a job can pay all my doggone bills. I could be investing, I could be saving money, everything. I still say, man, this shit ain't enough. I need something else. I need some more. Maybe it is a good thing, maybe it is a bad thing, but I refuse to depend on one stream of income. It is a horrible thing to do. And listen. Y'all do understand this right here too. When you have one stream of income, when you just work at this one spot, you allow people to treat you any kind of way. I don't know whether y'all have even thought about that right there. When you have one, what is that? Hold on. Oh, all right. When you have one stream of income, you allow people to talk to you any kind of way. You allow people to dictate things to you that you wouldn't normally accept. Mm-hmm. Just think about it. Hold on. I'm trying to find this other doggone thing. I got it right here.
The Moments package.
Hold on. You allow people to treat you any kind of way just due to the fact of this is your only stream of income. You allow your boss to talk slick to you. You allow them to have you doing work while being off the clock, knowing that the shit is illegal, because you won't defend yourself because this is the only job that you have. Mm-hmm. But have y'all ever worked somewhere and you like 100% you didn't need it? You just did it for well, I guess we can't. Typically when you work somewhere, you need the money. You need the money for whatever reason. But I'm going to say it like this right here. Have you ever worked somewhere, but this was like something, like a little part-time thing. It's like your little main job would cover everything, but you just wanted just a little bit more. But knowing, like, bitch, I really don't need this one. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been in that position? See, and when you've been in that position, you take less crap. You take less crap from that job that you really don't need to pay all your damn bills. You really need the one that pays all of your bills. The second one is for like extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So you would tend not to take as much crap from that job. So this is why I be trying to tell y'all, man, that I know what y'all be saying, but Willie, I work 50, 60 hours on my main job. I ain't got time. I got kids. I got to give time to my kids. All that stuff right there ain't got no time. Well, let me explain it to you. Because if you lose that job that you working 50, 60 hours, if you lose that job, guess what you got? A whole bunch of time to worry. to stress out, to get on depression medication. Because now you at a worry. How am I pay to be? How am I gonna take care of my kids? I just bought this car. How am I? A lot of y'all work these doggone jobs where y'all really ain't doing no work on the job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just clocked in for like a whole bunch of hours. A lot of y'all work at places that y'all literally can spend a few of them minutes and hell, maybe a few of them hours a week while being clocked in working on another job. You could be planning to do some other shit. Okay? A lot of us, I'm going to say us, a lot of us is lazy. A lot of us, all we want to do is just work the job that we damn work, go home, put our feet up in the lazy boy and lamp. I think I'm talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I really just want to just kick back and put my feet up. Shit, I'm tired. I've been working all my goddamn life. I'm sick of it, but you can't. So when we say that we don't have time, you got time. A lot of y'all sleeping 8-10 hour days. No. Cut back on your sleep. You got to cut back on your sleep to build yourself something. You got to cut back on your sleep to build yourself something. And once it's built, then you can go back into getting more sleep. Because we still have to remember self-care. Still have to remember self-care. Say sleep is for the weak. Sleep is for the weak out here. Speaking of losing jobs, hundreds lose their jobs after a facility suddenly closes. Here we go. This is another suddenly closed.
The Moments Packing Company building has been a steady place of employment for this city for more than 6 decades, most recently as a Johnsonville-owned and operated meatpacking facility. Now the plant is closing and nearly 300 people are out of a job.
It's like they didn't even care about us, you know? Same day.
Lupe Hernandez says
they didn't even care about us. And like I spoke about it yesterday, that loyalty to a company, I've been done with that.
Worked at this plant for 25 years, serving in several capacities as an office clerk and working in the hog barn. She says Monday morning they were called in for a mandatory meeting in nearby Kankakee, where the Johnsonville CEO told 274 people their plant was closing down and they were out of a job.
It's just very devastating, very heartbroken. I've done nothing today but sit at home and feel sorry for myself. What can we do?
Local leaders say the news came as a complete surprise. Moments Mayor Charles Steele says he only received a 15-minute heads up from the sausage producer.
We depend upon all these employees to live here, get their services here, buy and shop here when they get off work, during lunches, on their way to work.
Just when I was out there a couple weeks ago, the plant manager talked about over $1 million worth of equipment that had recently been installed. If they're investing in infrastructure, it means that they made plans to stay around for a while.
Instead,
that would make sense, right? They invested in infrastructure and now y'all don't close down? Wow.
A seemingly abrupt closure. Johnsonville sharing this statement with ABC7 saying,
"Oh, this is the meat packing company. Johnsonville." Listen, I was just in Dollar General. I bought some Johnsonville's breakfast sausages. I just need to take them back. Go ahead.
We made the difficult decision after evaluating how best to optimize our operations network to address current and future growth. This decision was based on optimizing our operations across our other newer facilities. Johnsonville also sharing it'll continue to pay and provide benefits to the impacted employees for 60 days.
Okay. All right. Okay. Shout out to Johnsonville. So now y'all got 60 days to where you all will get paid. That don't mean lay up and barbecue and shit like that right there. That don't mean running on around to your nearest liquor store and spending all your damn money on liquor feeling sorry for your goddamn self. They finna continue to pay and you ain't got to work. Remember. So this is a 60-day vacay, but not really a full 60-day vacay. It's best for you all to get another job immediately while still getting paid for 60 days. So, hey, it's a gut check to you now. But at least they is deciding to pay for 60 more days.
Hernandez says that'll help, but she planned to work 3 more years to pay off her home.
I grew up a single mom and bought the house on my own and wanted to show myself and my kids I did it.
I grew up a single mom and I bought the house on my own. Who else was supposed to buy the damn house? We speak as it. That's regular shit. Like, that's adult shit. I bought the house on my own. Well, yeah, you is an adult and you decide to be a parent. You did. At a certain age, if you're supposed to buy a home, right? Got it. But she did it on her own because she was a single parent. Got it. Go ahead, go.
On my own and wanted to show myself and my kids I did it.
Johnsonville says by the end of 2025, it plans to demolish what it calls an aging facility, bringing to an end a nearly 63-year history as a major source of jobs.
They plan to demolish the building that they just spent over $1 million on new infrastructure, like new parts. The
63-year history is a major source of jobs for this small city. In Moments, Rob Hughes.
Wow. So see, it's not like the Taco Mac. Listen, the Taco Mac ain't paying y'all for 60 days and y'all ain't putting in no work. So y'all do understand, which is still strange to me. I do not understand why companies, they do that. We gon' let everybody go. We're gonna close the facility and still pay y'all. Instead of us telling y'all, in 60 days, y'all ain't got no more jobs. And allow them to keep on working to pay them. I just don't understand. But they're going to shut down the building so they can concentrate on their newer buildings. So I wonder if this is the flagship business. Building. Hold on. Spending all that goddamn money.
They get off work during lunches, on their way to work.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I want to say something about what Buddy was saying right here. Now listen, when y'all hear about companies closing, big old companies, 300 people, oh my God. And a lot of people, they would be like, oh man, them people, they done lost their doggone job. A lot of you all in like these communities don't really understand the effect with 300 people who was working, who was paying bills, who was paying into the community, who was sponsoring other businesses, all of your grocery stores, all of your restaurants, your gas stations, your corner store, and shit like that right there, was being supported by these 300 people who worked in the community. Now they don't work in the community at the pay that they was getting. So yeah, they still will go to the grocery store because they got to eat. They will do the miscellaneous things, but they will not spend money like they was spending money because now they're out of work. And if they get another job somewhere, it's people who have been with that company 20, 25 damn years. So they had top pay. So yeah, they may find another job. So if they were getting like $40 an hour or something like that, but yeah, they may find another job that's going to pay them $20, $25. That's a real setback. She said that she had to find her another job, which was a lady who was in the interview, another job, and she had planned on working another 3 years to pay her house off. That's a great thing because once you pay your house off, you really, really living. Like your biggest bill is gone. You know what I'm saying? So you really, really living. So she's been with the company for 25 years. Dang, got to be more careful. Do y'all know how many people done bought cars? How many people who worked there just bought Hellcats and shit, Scat Packs? How many other people done bought them $80,000 trucks? The Dodge trucks and the new Fords and shit. $1,200 a month payments. Just because they've been on the job for so long and they at top pay and they getting paid out here. So they feel like, bitch, I got it. Bitch, I can go ahead on and make these little petty ass little payment, little petty ass little $1,200 payment. That's before insurance. I think when these things happen in these communities, I wonder how many people actually volunteer to turn back in those vehicles and or sell those vehicles back to the dealerships. This don't just affect the people who work, y'all. It affects everybody. It affects the strip club. It affects the sex workers. It affects the liquor stores. It affects the community entrepreneurs. It affects everybody. This is 300 people who was probably buying essential products every week at a good little rate. And shit gonna be at least cut in half? Jesus. So this messing up you being a community entrepreneur and you taking care of your churn. Huh? Just saying.
Steele says he only received a 15-minute heads up from the sausage producer.
We depend upon all these employees to live here, get their services here, buy
and that's the mayor.
Shop here when they get off work, during lunches, on their way to...
I think that there should be some type of consequences and repercussions for you to just close your doors like that. For you to not give people notice. I can kind of understand why a lot of companies don't want to give notice because they want to continue the employees to do work. I understand it, you know, but I do think that they need to be held accountable. I'm listen, man, to just go to the job and be like, hey, shouter, yesterday was the last day. Damn, what you mean yesterday was the last day, dog? What are you talking about? And why y'all gonna let me wake up? Go to sleep and wake up and come to work. Bitch, when I could have got on it last night and felt bad for myself last night. He say, Mike, the mayor look like electrician. Yes, he do. Yes, he do.
Work. Just when I was out there a couple weeks ago, the plant manager talked about over $1 million worth of equipment that had recently been installed.
They just did this work. Now they finna demolish the building? Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much of you. It's a shame, though. We got the job corps thing. We got that day out the way. It's a shame, man. A lot of people, they down bad right now. Y'all listen. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the midday news out here in these streets. Y'all, we got the lights up to 198. Can we get 2 more? Can we get 2 more before we go? Say a reformed drug lab. I just bought some sausages. The company Willie split the equipment up against other plants, and some people will get offered jobs at other plants if they willing to move. And the hardest thing, because you is right if they willing to move, but the hardest thing is a lot of them people who have been there for years, they have bought homes. You just can't up and just sell your home, especially in this climate. Ooh, give yourself a pat on the back where y'all done hit 100 before hit 200 before 2 o'clock. I appreciate that right there. The hardest thing is now, because if you bought your house 10, 15 years ago, your mortgage is real low. You mess around and sell your house now, yes, your house has increased. But if you sell your house, where the hell is you going to buy a house at now? Everything high. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's man, it is crazy. You say, well, I disagree. Close the doors and pay them out. Otherwise, you have a bunch of disgruntled employees working for you who can start fires, damage property, steal. Well, yeah. You got a good point. You got a good point right there. That makes sense. Yeah. Let me just close the doors. We don't want them around here thinking. You say, we graduation, the job corps, and now the meat packing company shutting down. Monkey should be down to 22.73 now. This summer gonna be a monkey summer. You got a good point right there. Listen, that's a real good point. Oh, that's a real good point right there. And do y'all know how many people how many sugar daddies is not finna be sugar daddies no more? When I tell you shit like this affects now listen, 300 people, they lost their jobs. This affects thousands. A lot of sugar daddies had some sugar mamas. Sugar mamas have been able to take care of them and their children. When you cut the funding from a sugar baby, now it's hard for her to take care of her children and be able to buy outfits and wigs and shit like that. So now you is affecting the hairstylist. You're affecting the nail lady. You're affecting the corner stores, bitch. Do y'all see what I'm talking? Yes, it's a chain reaction. 300 people without jobs will destroy a community. This hurts. This hurts. It hurts the sex workers. I said strip club, didn't it? Yeah. The cable companies ain't finna get their money. The light people ain't finna get their money. The electric people ain't finna get their money. All right. Okay. Say no rented lashes. Got to be more careful. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here in these streets say it's just a fangle. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am just here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Y'all please remember go around here to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel, the number 4 channel. I've been boy, I've been putting up some things over on the number 4 channel. I appreciate y'all for going on around there now. The Accept and Agree channel. We trying to get down right there boosted up. You know what I'm saying? Huh? We do the standalone videos in case y'all new around here. And we back Monday through Friday doing the midday news. That's at 12 o'clock. And we do a 7 o'clock show Monday through Friday. Also in the evening time, by the time you get home and dealing with the ugly churn out here in these streets, man. So y'all be careful. You all be safe. I hope that y'all enjoyed. I hope that y'all was entertained. I did what I could for the day. So far, but we got to come back for the second half like we is school bus drivers out here. You know, you work a half in the morning, half at night. You know what I'm saying? Listen, but I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the play. You say artificial intelligence is taking over the workforce. You got a point with that right there? Yeah. And we like the robots. Yeah. They not gonna take our jobs. Okay. Y'all better get these damn trades. Okay. Willie, I ain't had time to get me to do anything else. I work at that good company. I've been at my company 22 years. You ain't got no other skills? No. Okay. All right. You know I'm about to retire and I'm going to have my pension and shit. Okay. All right. Imagine that. Now, I don't know if they was giving out pensions, right? But let's just say that this was a company who was supposed to be giving out pensions. But they abruptly closes. And you thought that you were finna get a pension. You had shit planned out and everything. Now you probably like 55 or something like that right there. 55, 60. You started working for these folks. You were 22. You had a plan. Now you have to find another job and probably work another 10, 15 years. Yep. Robots don't take vacations and sick days, and y'all was mad about pay raises. Now you got them, and they shutting down now. Yep. You say I got 18 months for my pension. I just hope. Listen when I'm throwing stuff out here, y'all. If y'all have not found other ways to make y'all some money, this need to be like the only thing on y'all mind to find a way to make y'all some extra money. Again, like I'm trying to tell y'all have things in y'all house that y'all don't even use that y'all can start selling. And don't start selling shit to just spend the money. You better be selling shit to save the money and or pay off debt, pay off your houses. Really get that big monthly out the way. See, I'm glad that I retired. what's up. Listen, you called it right on time. Right on time. Go, boy. This shit hard out here, and it's keep getting harder, harder, harder. Y'all, so, yes, save, but also pay off y'all debt. Get out of debt, y'all. I promise you, you will breathe easy. And did y'all know that if you don't have a lot of debt, you really don't have to make what other people make to be comfortable to live? Like, if your house is paid off, and let's say that you was doing $60,000, $70,000 a year, and you was living it up, living good, working those hours to get to $60,000, $70,000, you had to work your 60, 65 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? Now let's say that your car is paid for and your home is paid for. You can find a job making $30, $35 an hour. No. $30,000 to $35,000 a year. You don't have to work all them hours to make that $70,000, $80,000 anymore. Why? Because your biggest bills is gone. You say, I have no bills. I own air vehicle and home. All my hobbies and beer are paid for. That's what's up. I'm trying to tell y'all. You got to get out of debt. And I do understand that these people be trying to tell y'all, hell, to have a high credit score, you need debt. Yes. But you should not be around here playing with debt if you don't understand debt. Y'all better get out of goddamn debt. Get out of debt. Get out of debt. All that little new car shit. At some point, we got to be like, I don't even need no new. I don't even go nowhere. I don't go nowhere that need a new car. You better get you some about $1,000, $2,000 and put you in about $1,000 to $2,000 and have a brand new car. I'm trying to help. Listen, man, I'm finna go ahead on up out of here. Appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Y'all have a good one. Think about it.